Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into the OG Splashyard deck inside of Clash Royale, where today we're going to be bringing out the graveyard once again, seeing as we've been on a graveyard kick, and this deck's actually been working really well. I've seen a couple of people playing this on the leaderboards. It's found its way back inside the meta a little bit, so I wanted to try this out. This is definitely a change from the 2.9 elixir graveyard deck I was playing with some tankier units, such as the Baby Dragon, Ewiz, and Bowler, costing 4 to 5 elixir each. But let's go and try this out. I think it should work pretty well. We're going to whip this one out inside of a challenge to see if we can pick up some wins. I used to use this deck actually all the time, and I had a lot of success with it. This used to be like my go-to trophy pushing deck right when it entered inside of the meta. So let's see if we still have the magic from the very beginning. And starting off right here, we've got an interesting hand. I don't really want to play first given our hands, but it is YouTube and I don't want you guys sleeping till the 1 minute mark. So we're going to go ahead and get ready right here. And actually, are you joking me? Are you joking me with that lag glitch? What in tarnation? Wow, that was 100% a dead tower if we didn't lag right there. But of course, that's the name of the game. Peck is going to go down. We're going to have to bring that down with our goblin right here. Looks like these goblins are going to put in some work as our bowler keeps on bowling away. Our poison spell putting in work too. And guys, that was ridiculous. That is one of the glitches that needs to be fixed in this next Clash Royale update. That literally just cost me an entire tower right there. And it's safe to say I'm not very happy about it. Anyways, let's move on and once again go for a graveyard push. A little bit aggressive on my placement of the graveyard. I probably should have played it one tile over to the left. Our skeletons are a higher level though, so that's going to be pretty good for us. I'm going to completely mess up this tornado and go crazy. And guys, it's safe to say I am tilting because I am making some terrible, terrible plays. Oh, if I lose to a wizard deck right here, I'm going to cry. But let's go ahead and keep our cool. Let's not rage. Let's balance our chi. Deep breathing, guys. Deep breathing. Let's keep this battle going. But man, we're going to have to turn this one out if we want to win. I think our poison spell is super effective against both his skeleton army as well as his bats. So if we can get the proper cycle, it should be a lot better. This guy's actually rocking the E-barbs as well, so he is a complete certified madman. And let's see if we can figure this guy out before we inevitably take an L to the face. All right, goblins going in. E-barbs are going to die. This E-barb will run over to my bowler. Beautifully done right there. I've got my knight. I've got my big, beautiful graveyard right here, and now's our time to make a push. Poison spell against this. He might play a skeleton army. He's going to play his minion horde instead, so we should get a decent amount of value. I'm going to use my tornado onto these minions right here, and that's going to be the end of tower number 1, or at least ridiculously close. 100 HP left, but guys, keep in mind, as we go into double elixir, our deck definitely does a little bit worse. I'm going to just go ahead and cycle my goblins as well as the bowler against these E-barbs to be sure we clean those up. And if he doesn't have enough direct damage, we might be able to just defend and win this game. But let's see what he does. I'm going to let this bowler run through. He obviously doesn't really want to take this into direct damage hands right here. Goblin's going to go down to distract this mini P.E.K.K.A. Ewiz still going in. Tornado still going in against these minions. Very nicely done. Arrows are going to go down, which obviously are not enough damage at all against our push. Let's go and get the graveyard going right here. Knight's going to go down at the last second to be sure it tanks for those skeletons, and that should be the end of the game. All right, couple of seconds left on the clock, guys. That's going to be the end of it. 2 crowns to 0. And man, we almost tilted off the face of the earth in the very beginning, but obviously this guy's deck was a little bit crazy. E-barb's Wizard, 2 cards you don't see a whole lot at tournament standard right there. I actually like the Wizard against certain matchups, so I don't feel bad at all, going against that. But anyways, let's go and get into battle number 2 right now against BogyMaker and see what he wants to do. All right, let's do this. Now, starting hand, you have a ton of different options for what you want to do. Personally, I want to start with the Knight just because it's slow moving and gives me a little bit of a build up for my push. Obviously, the Knight is a great tank for the graveyard, but that's what's good about the deck. You can really tank using so many different combinations that you don't have to be stuck inside of one thing. All right, well, here goes our goblins. Going to chop away at this hog rider. Obviously, if we did have our tornado, we would have used that to be sure to bring that to the tower. Looks like his Inferno Dragon's going to go in. Our goblins are going to start tip-tapping away at that tower right there. And this is going to be a pretty dang good start to the game. And yeah, let's just cycle over our Ewiz. Even though we didn't really have, the ideal starting cards, we still managed to turn this around. Ewiz is going to go in onto this Ice Golem as well as this Inferno Dragon. Looks like it's going to be able to clean those up pretty nicely. Let's get our bowler ready right here. I'm a little bit scared against this Inferno Dragon. I'm going to let it burn, though, and that's going to be the correct decision. Let's move on with this battle and see if we can get it done. Now, Interesting decision here. I know he has bats, and bats could be pretty dang deadly. I'm going to switch up to the other side, actually, with our knight. I'm going to go hard right here. The bats have to be coming in sometime soon. There goes everything. Poison spell is going to go down against this. There's the bats. I told you guys those bats were coming, and guys, that's going to be the end of tower number 1. No way he's going to defend against that push right there. In fact, he's going to move over to the other side with the Mega Knight, and now we've got a very interesting decision. Okay, do we do something... I messed up. I should have used my tornado. I should have just used my tornado. Let's go and bring the tornado with this over to the King Tower. Please go to the King Tower. Okay, we got that done right there, but it's still not going to be what we need. These goblins are going to be a little bit late on this Hog Rider. Zap might come out from him. Going to be able to defend against that tower. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better. And with 25 HP remaining on that right-hand tower, that means we can actually end up getting our graveyard on the left-hand side without having to deal with the King Tower. This has basically gone perfect to set us up for our next push, and especially as we get a little bit of an elixir bump as we go into double elixir. Let's go and bring that knight out. Let's go and bring that graveyard out, and it's time to make this guy pay some pain. That didn't make any sense. Pay some pain. He's going to pay some pain, guys. Hashtag pay some pain in the comment section below. Here go the skeletons against the tower. Inferno Dragon going forward. His zap is going to be totally and utterly useless. Here goes our E-Wiz right here. Going to have to drag this Hog Rider over. Goblins are going to go in right here, and that Hog Rider is going to turn into bacon. Very nicely done on defense. And once again, let's make sure we don't do anything silly. Make sure we get our next damage spell for the for his push. Yeah, we got the poison, which is our direct damage, so we really have to use that sometime soon. We don't want to sit on the poison spell by any means. He's going to end up going in with this push over here. That is very interesting. Hog Rider's going to move all the way over here, guys. I am doing some really, really ridiculous plays. Hog Rider will lock onto the tower. Actually, his arena tower is dying on the other side. I knew this guy was up to something interesting. Something was going weird in my brain. I was like, wait, he hasn't killed that left-hand tower. He hasn't shown any real direct damage besides the poison, and there's way too much HP. That's going to be the end of the game, guys. Don't mind that tricky tornado onto the tower. GG for win number 2. Let's keep grooving. Not bad. I'm going to take our crown chest right here. Nothing good. Actually, we got 51 skeleton barrels. As we get closer and closer to maxing that out, let's go for win number 3 using the Splashyard deck. And this is a tried and true deck. If you guys have never played this deck and you have the cards to get it done, I definitely recommend playing it. It's something like Hog Rider that never really escapes the meta. There was only like one time that this deck was actually like bad. It's still pretty solid right now. Baby Dragon's gonna run down the lane, guys. With his Baby Dragon, he could be playing Golem, he could be playing Splashyard as well. Always fun to play against a mirror matchup. Let's get our Electro Wizard down right now. And as that enters, it's not gonna get into tower range, which is super disappointing. And instead, we're just going to let the E-Wiz put in some work. I'll play some goblins on this side to force a reaction. Looks like that poison's actually going to do a great job. And with an Ice Golem going down on that side, guys, I might just go ham right now. Why don't we just go hard? Baby Dragon plus a Graveyard. This will kill Splash. It actually has an E-Wiz right here. I feel like he's definitely playing Graveyard right now. And as his Baby Dragon goes in, the Baby Dragon's a pretty good defense against the Graveyard. And we're going to end up facing the pain. Now, Knight will go down. We've got Poison to defend against the Graveyard if we have to. But I don't really know if he's going to go on this push. Looks like we're going to be able to defend successfully. 1931 HP left. Definitely hanging in there right now. And with his bowler, guys, we're definitely going to be going against a fellow Graveyard user. All right, so I feel pretty confident into this. If we can make sure we don't do anything stupid, his goblins are going to go in. That is a crazy move. We're going to be able to clean those up. Now our bowler has the help from our King Tower to make sure that we take this push out. Getting ready for his next move. We don't have his goblins are a pretty good counter to our Graveyard, so we don't have to worry about that. Our goblins are going to go in. Our Baby Dragon's going to go in, and now it's Graveyard time. Ice Golem's going to be way too far away, guys, but the tornado actually will turn it around. But Poison isn't saved for our Graveyard, so our skeletons will go ridiculously ham, guys. And that was the one card he had to deal with our push. It was the poison. And with that poison going down, he was in a fair bit of trouble. Gonna play an E-Wiz right here. Feel a little bit sketchy doing it. There's a good reason why, because we didn't end up living. Still, we'll live with 314 left on his right-hand tower. That is a poison and a zap away, but we really only have poison for direct damage. So we got to figure this out. Got to figure this out somehow, some way. Let's play our Knight on this side. Let's see if we can set something up. He's going to set up his own Graveyard push, but guys, much easier counter to the Graveyard is going to be the Poison spell. He actually played a Poison spell as well, I believe, which is definitely going to be an expensive push. Let's see if he actually did play that Poison spell, but let's go with our beautiful Knight and our Graveyard on this side. Our bowler's going to be on the other side, unless he defends against our bowler, which he will with his bowler. We're going to get really good damage, but take a look at the other side already. We're getting so much damage done right there. We do need to focus our attention to making sure that other tower hits 0. We don't want to do anything stupid and leave him to win with like a 1-0 victory. So let's get our Knight going down over here. We're actually going to have to play our Tornado right here, which is sort of ugly. his graveyard's gonna go down, so we're gonna poison that. His E-Wiz is beating up our knight right now, but I feel okay about that. Eventually that's gonna die, and let's go ahead and finish off this game. All right, we got cute with all the damage we ended up doing to his left-hand tower, but in the end, it's gonna be all about this right-hand side. His goblins are running in, but unfortunately for him, they won't be enough. GG. Come on, one more skeleton, give it to me. All right, I'll play my poison spell. GG, well played for win number 3 using this deck. All right, very nicely done. That's how you win a mirror matchup right there, to the core. Easy win using the poison spell defensively against the graveyard. His biggest mistake was not poisoning his own graveyard. Obviously, defenses to the graveyard changed when they nerfed it. Well, they didn't nerf it, they changed it, and they changed the radius to now poison is a perfect counter to the graveyard, and people are much more likely to do it. It used to be the graveyard lasted 2 additional seconds, which would be a little bit problematic to the poison spell. But now with it lasting only 8 seconds, it matches up perfectly with the poison. And wow, I don't feel good about this, but I'm going to go ham right now and see what he does to respond to us. E-Wiz is down. Looks like his tower's still locked onto our E-Wiz right here. His Mega Knight's going to run forward, so we can tornado his Mega Knight to our King Tower if we have to. I really just want to be sure that yeah, let's see what we have to do right here. I'm going to play a bowler instead. Hopefully, come on, Mega Knight, are you joking? I had to play goblins to bring that Mega Knight over to our bowler. Alright, so that actually ended up working okay. Again, a little bit cheese that we had to end up playing our goblins right there. But still, everything's looking good. Knight to catch this miner. I wasn't even paying attention, and we're going to be able to do that. Goblin Gang's going to go in, so we're going to bring the tornado that backwards so we don't get stabbed to death. Alright. Yeah, if we had log, that push would have been toast, but since we had tornado, we took 800 damage to the face. Still, we're looking good. 1 minute and 53 seconds left. Bats are going to go down. I don't think he has, yeah, obviously he doesn't have miner because we just caught that one. And let's just go ahead and focus on our next push and see what he has to defend. He might have poison spell. I haven't seen the poison spell, but I'm guessing he has that. It's going to be a pretty good counter against whatever, or if he does have the poison spell, it's going to be a pretty good counter. It looks like his E-Wiz is going to go down against this baby dragon, I'm guessing. He's going to play a Mega Knight instead, and that is not a good counter. The Mega Knight is far too slow. Oh, now his E-Wiz is taking it to the face from our baby dragon, guys. We did so much damage. We ended up killing his Electro Wizard, and this push is looking perfect. We're looking good. Let me get my bowler ready over here. He's going to go for the bandit, guys. Very aggressive plays from our friend right here. In fact, I'm going to play my knight on top of all of this just to let my bowler keep on throwing some strikes right here. Beautifully done. Goblins on this side. That is a desperate goblin gang, my friend. And that's basically going to be the end of his push and hopefully the end of the game. Now, keep in mind with Splashyard, you never want to go into double elixir and be feeling bad about yourself. All right, baby dragon onto these bats so the miner doesn't just completely destroy us. I'm actually going to be cheeky right here. I don't know if this is a great play. I don't really think it is, but we're going to tornado that miner over to the King Tower. Probably would have been better just to eat the damage and go crazy, but here goes our bowler. Here goes our knight. Everything's looking good. I've got goblins for this E-Wiz right here, plus our Electro Wizard to clean all of that up. Nicely done. Going to be a good little counter to his push right here. Oh, the E-Wiz is just barely going to end up killing that, and now we might go for an aggressive graveyard just to finish this one off, and let's end this battle off in style. Here we go. Baby Dragon's going to go in. It might run towards these bats, though, which it did, so we're not going to get the best value out of that, but still, get a couple of Baby Dragon splashes onto that side. We're going to eat that minor damage just because we're trolling around a little bit. 13 seconds left on the clock, guys, and without a very cheeky play from our friend right here, this will be the end of the game. Tornado's going to go in for these bats. Knight is still putting in some great work right here. Goblins are going to take it to the face eventually, but GG. 4 straight wins with Splashyard, and none of those were even really close. Nice wins. You guys have to play Splashyard if you haven't already. It's made its way back into the meta. If you guys are an ex-Splashyard player and you felt like, you know, you can't really play it anymore due to, you know, the change to the graveyard, it's definitely strong right now. So check it out. We've got Goblins, Bowler, Knight, Poison, Electro Wizard, Baby Dragon, Tornado, and Graveyard. That's going to do it for this deck as well as this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.